Hi, it's Matt, and in this episode we've got some DVR footage of the HUBOSD which I put into my Hornet FPV FlyingWing a couple of days back. So if you didn't see the episode on that, I'll put a link to it in the top right hand corner, whichever side that is, back to the coffee morning, where I showed pictures of me putting the OSD board into my Hornet FPV of FlyingWing, and it's sat, I don't know if you can see that on the camera okay, but it is sat up underneath there. Now that OSD board was really simple to set up. I'd only literally just soldered a couple of wires on, that's the hardest piece. And it cost 12 quid. Now the reason why I wanted it, and we can see that on the screen, so if we take a look at the screen, in the top left hand corner is my tag. So my nickname, believe it or not, is called MoggyX. That's what the channel on YouTube is really called. In the bottom left hand corner we've got the flight pack voltage, so you'll see that I'm running on 11 volts ish. That goes up and down as I'm applying throttle or go faster switch or not. Then in the bottom left hand corner we can see that we've got some current. You just see that it's just cranked up to 12, 8 and whatever in the bottom left hand corner. That's the current consumption by the motor and the aircraft itself. Then on the right hand side we've got 130, 131. That's the current being used, so that's how much of the battery pack which I'm actually using. Now I did notice that she started going a bit soft in the sky as we got up around about 700. Now the thing which I didn't realise until I got home is that what actually went on is that I'd used that battery before for powering up the FlyingWing Z84 to get a GPS lock, etc, etc. So that battery wasn't on 100%. Also, I do know that there are some Colk settings to get a better, so that you can run it with like a power meter, etc, etc, so that you can get the current usage more accurate in the model itself. And then the final thing which we can see on the screen is the flight timer in the bottom right hand corner. Oh yeah, by the way, that's Sai, and he's just completely obliterated his AXN Cloud Surfer. I mean, completely obliterated. It was in like 3, 4, 5 pieces. It just went snap in the air. So yeah, that was kind of amusing to watch it going down, but also on the other side, quite sad because the AXN is such a fantastic model. So anyway, coming back to the flight footage, Hornet FPV FlyingWing, absolutely amazeballs. I'll put a link in the top right hand corner for you so that you can see the overview to this model. I actually think it's brilliant. If I smashed it in, I'd buy another one immediately. But the bit which I was really missing was an OSD, so I knew how long I'd been in the air, how much current I was using, what the battery voltage is, and then look, you can see it sagging down to 10.6 or 10.5 volts in there when I've got her up on full pelt. And that's the kind of info which I was missing. So with that said, I'm just doing a flyby of Simon again down there as he's taking his model back in many pieces. Sorry, Simon. Anyway, I'm going to leave the rest of this DVR footage recording playing for you. Do note it's a DVR recording. It's not the best quality in the world. And yeah, it's just me having fun with the Hornet FPV FlyingWing. And the OSD, bargain. I've got 2 more of them on the way to me because I do feel that they were really good value for money at 12 quid or so, we'll say like $15, is that I've got like the key information which I want available to me. It's not intrusive on the screen in any shape or form. I can see the battery voltage, current, and crucially I can see the current being used, and I've got a fair idea on how much of the pack I've also been in used as well, and the flight timer, that's just a really nice little touch just to top things off. I will do a build episode to show you how to set it up, and honestly if you can solder a couple of wires, it's dead simple and it's really simple to do. You can configure it. There is a really simple little on-screen like little app which you can use. You do need a TTL programmer, but honestly, if you can just stuff 3 wires in the right place, it's dead simple to do. I mean, like, dead simple. So I'm super impressed with it. Time for me to go. Enjoy the rest of the flight. I had great fun with my little Hornet FlyingWing. Like I've said all along, if I smashed that in today, I'd be back here tonight buying another one. They're great little models. And for me, that really was the finishing touch for that model. I'm a very happy man. So with that said, enjoy the flight, and from myself, Matt, cheerios.